Top story, a welcome wave of relief has washed over India as the 46 Indian nurses have been released and are on their way home from the Kurdish city of Erbil. The nurses were held in a building in Mosul on Thursday night where they were given food by the Islamic militants who stormed Tikrit Teaching Hospital.
The Tikrit Teaching Hospital, the ISS people present, it's little bit. It's 6 or 5 members. They are in Tikrit Teaching Hospital. There is targeting the hospital for bomb blast like that. That time they said you should remove from, you should go back to some other places like any other places. So they prefer only the Mosul. That's why we go with them. From the Mosul they said already we will arrange everything to go back in India. They are the one only arranging. They are the one bringing to in Erbil. This Mosul border, Mosul and Erbil border, and then hand over to the embassy people. They didn't any misbehaving, nothing. They provided for food, accommodation, and whatever we want, they provided. And then if you want to something, we talk to them. They will bring it from outside. There is no, because they are saying you are Indian nurses. We are not targeting US. Only the other people like armies like that.
The homecoming of the nurses along also a big relief for the BJP government at the centre that came under fire for allegedly dragging its feet on the issue. The nurses, all of them from Kerala, crossed the Kurdish territory at 7 p.m. last evening and were received by local authorities and Indian officials. A special Air India plane is flying them and 70 other Indian workers from the Kurdish capital Erbil and is slated to reach Kochi this afternoon. Sources say External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj was in constant touch with her counterparts in Saudi Arabia, Qatar and UAE to leverage their influence over the Sunni insurgents to seek the release of Indians being held captive. The militants didn't harm the nurses and offered them water and biscuits. Well, these visuals that you see on your television screen are live visuals that we're getting from the airport. All right, latest visuals that we're getting in of the 46 nurses arriving back home. These visuals streaming live from Kochi at this point of time. From the Kochi airport, all 46 nurses took a flight from Erbil all the way to India, Kochi, and these are the latest visuals that we were showing you from there. Would like to cut across at this point of time. My colleague Rohini Swami joining us live at this point of time. Rohini, we believe the nurses have landed in Kochi. What's the latest?
Well, the nurses have not landed in Kochi yet. They're expected to come in only around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. There has been a delay in the flight which took off from Erbil. But yes, the families here wait with bated breath. They're waiting for their daughters and their sisters to come back for the simple reason that for 3.5 weeks it's been an absolute turmoil for them, not knowing whether they were alive. There's only one phone call away that they were. But even though they were making those phone calls, there were times because the bombing did not even have called their families. Finally, that ordeal is over. I'm here joined by family members of some of them. I'll quickly ask them. Kuttinte pera enda paranjathu bhayangarayittu veshamichu alle.
ഒരുപാട് വിഷമിച്ചു. മിൻസി സുഭാഷ് എന്ന പേര്. ഇന്നലെ അവസാനം വിളിക്കുന്നത് 10:45 ആയപ്പോൾ പകലെ. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു പേടിക്കണ്ട, വിഷമിക്കൊന്നും വേണ്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. എങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് ഉള്ളിൽ ഒരുപാട് ഭയപ്പാടും പേടിയും ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഒരുപാട് ടെൻഷൻ ആയി.
What basically he's saying is they were absolutely tense. They were very, very scared of what was happening. They were not sure what would happen to them. I'm also joined by Marina's brother here. Very difficult situation for you it was, but finally Marina is coming home, and she's been also one person who's been speaking very openly from Tikrit or from Mosul and telling us what is happening there.
I'm very happy.
You're very happy. But Marina enda paranju flight ne mumbai keran mumbai.
കയറാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് പ്രത്യേകിച്ചൊന്നും പറഞ്ഞില്ല. പറയാനുള്ള ഒരു വിഷമം, ഒരു എന്താ പറയുന്ന എന്നാ പറയണ്ടെന്ന് അറിയത്തില്ല, എത്തുന്നു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു.
Well, what he's saying is that they were very upset, but they're also very happy for the fact that they're coming back home. But they're upset because there's been such an ordeal. They're not being able to manage it because mentally they had to remain strong for weeks together. But end of the day, it's that reunion that one needs to see, because it's going to be a happy reunion where tears of joy are going to flow, not just the family members when they're going to meet the nurses, but also all those people who have been watching and who have been seeing the fact about how the nurses and what they went through in Iraq, and finally will be reunited with their family members here in Kochi.
Appreciate you joining us live, Rohini. We, of course, will keep coming back to the Kochi airport. I'm afraid we stand corrected. Those were not live visuals of nurses at the Kochi airport that we showed you. The nurses only going to be landing at noon today afternoon. We're going to get you the very latest. My colleague Rohini Swami holding fort at the Kochi airport.